Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back today for the next Alliance War video. A lot of you guys have been asking for this one. When is it dropping? With the crystal opening that came out yesterday, I wanted to get that up first. So today we got the war. Unfortunately, one of the fights didn't record, but shout out to my Alliance mate. I'm going to use one of his pretty cool fights because I missed out on one. That didn't record was my Doom versus a Thor Ragnarok. It's kind of a boring fight, but it was like really clean. I just had it like locked down. But yeah, so for this war, we're going up against the Matrix, who's actually came into this war pretty hot. They actually beat ASR, which is one of the top alliances for Alliance War. So like going in, we were told to overboost for this war, a lot of tough matchups. And I'm on path 4, and I see a Domino here. I'm like, oh, and I'm using Captain America Infinity War again. But I've never used him on path 4, and same with Doctor Doom. I'm using Doctor Doom for the Hyperion, and I've never used either of these characters on this path. So I was a little bit nervous. I saw a gameplay of a 6-star rank 3 Beardo taking on this Domino, so I kind of have an idea what to do. And Taters, kind of gave me like a game plan of what to do beforehand. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna boost up. Again, over boosting just to be safe, and yeah, I was a little bit nervous. I've taken this Domino plenty of times, but again, never with Captain America. I've done it with Ghost, I think only Ghost, many times, and my solo rate with her is probably like 95% with Ghost, or probably more like 90% with Ghost. If I have synergies and everything, then it's like, if I have synergies and boost, it's like 98% solo rate with Ghost. But yeah, so with Captain America here, I'm a little sketchy. So I'm going to go for an invulnerability boost 2, and I'm going to try to stretch that for all of my fights in Section 1. So we're going to jump right in here, and the plan is to parry. I'm just going to try to parry everything. And actually what I did was I was really taking this war serious. I redid my entire mastery setup, all 3 trees. And I just maximized my master setup for this fight. So I maxed out energy resistance. I even put a point in science serum just to help with the energy resistance that I'd be taking from Domino. So I'm just trying to parry everything, and as long as the parry sticks, then I throw a heavy attack. And the plan was to go for an L3. That's what I was told to do. Right there, notice how I'm even parrying the special attack 1. But right here, I decided to go for an L2. I just made the decision in the fight, and I had the Fury and everything. I launched it perfectly. Didn't have a problem landing the special 2. I felt the opening. I went for it. If that would have crit, fight would have been over. Like the last war, we got lucky with the crits, but it's okay. And I just go for one more here, and the fight's over. We finished with 91% health. I was really good. Felt really good after that fight, and I was just like, whew, okay. If you noticed, I actually failed to nullify the Unstoppable on one hit, but then I hit her again, and the next hit did. So it was kind of a sketchy thing, but it was okay. Nothing bad happened. Now the next fight here, we have Hyperion. And again, I've taken this fight twice, but not with Doom. I did it with Ghost, and it was super easy. And I did it with Stealth Spidey, and that was also pretty easy. But never with Doom. So right here, I'm going to push him all the way to a special 3, then power drain him. It's going to push me to 2 bars. Now, right here, notice what I do. I take 1 blocked hit on purpose, and then I re-parry, and then I do a 4-hit combo, and then heavy attack, and that gives me enough power for a special 3. And I know that it's going to give me enough power for a special 3, because that's what I did for 8 hours in the Abyss using Dr. Doom. I know that cycle. I know it like the back of my hand. So I'm really comfortable with Doom and doing that. And so right here, I'm going to do the same thing. Take 1 blocked hit, and then hit a parry, and then 4-hit combo into heavy, and boom, special 3. That's my Doom cycle, and we dropped the special 3. This is going to be 2 Fury, special 3. He is dead, and boom, we're finishing this fight with 97% health. It's perfect. You couldn't ask for a more perfect fight. Those first 2 fights just went so well. I didn't even have to use a potion. I was like, let's go, man. So keeping it up, keeping the hype up. I got one more fight here. I'm Mr. Sinister, and we did this fight last war, and it went really well. Today I have the Iron Man Infinity War synergy. So what that does basically is it makes my petrifies last, I think it's 15% longer. So that's nice. So right here with the flow, I parried the second hit of that special one to turn off the flow, and with all those petrifies, it's really helping to negate that flow. And so I'm trying to get to a special 2. Again, I still have my indestructible boost active, so if I push him to a special 3, it's fine. But preferably, I don't want to do that. Preferably just L1s. I don't want to push him to a special 2 either. So right here I go for the special 2, and it doesn't crit. Again, I'm really unlucky on the crits today, or maybe I was just really lucky the other day. So that's kind of annoying. Here it gets to a special 2. I'm not confident in evading it all, so I block the first 2 hits and evade the third part. We actually glanced the first 2, which was nice. Here I'm just waiting until I get an opening I'm comfortable with. There we go, parry, and in special 2, it doesn't kill him again. Go for a full combo, and he dies. Took 2 special 2s, a couple hits, definitely a longer fight than last time. But it still went pretty well. It still went pretty well, and my health is looking solid. So I was really happy with those 2 fights. And then I did the Thor Ragnarok unboosted in section 2. I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be an easy fight, and it was with Doom. So yeah, that. But it didn't record. I don't know what happened. I swear to God, I recorded it. I thought I did. I don't know. But now I have one more fight. I get my first mini boss island fight here, and it's an Arcus. And I was a little bit worried. I've heard how easy this fight is with Doom, but I've never actually done it. So I put on a Mystic boost and a 20% boost just in case. Right there, I made sure that I was recording. I guess I just forgot on the Thor Reg fight. So I saw gameplay of this fight, and it didn't go that well. I don't know. I was like, all right, I shouldn't have a problem. I had an idea of what I wanted to do in my head. But this fight does not go the way I was planning it. It does not go the way I was planning it at all. So right there, I take a combo. He shrugs off my parry. And right here, he goes to special 2. I dex the first 2 parts because it's unblockable. I have to try. And then he hits me with the other 2 parts. But, because we're Doom, it doesn't crit, so I'm okay. And things are just not going good at this point. I already got hit by special 2. It's like, oh, okay, let me just get my special 3 off. But this is not how I wanted this fight to go. So I hit him with the special 3, and then let's see. So my power is like out of control. Like I'm not in my usual cycle. And right here I just got too much power. I couldn't get my special 1 off, which is what I wanted, but there's so much power gain in this fight. It's crazy to keep up with. It really throws off the usual Doom cycle. And so he gets pushed to a special 3, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, is this my first death of the season? Like, please, Doom, 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 Doom. I'm like, yes, we survived. Okay, we got this. So I was like, oh, thank God, Doom, you beast. Beta heavy here, and then I'm gonna go for my special 3. I get to it, and I'm just like, oh my God. I was like, is this my first? I was like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just sitting there watching him throw me around like a rag doll in the special 3, and I'm just like, is this my first death? And then he survived. I was like, yes. And I got through that fight. I'm like, thank God I boosted. Thank God I boosted. Yeah, so we took a special 2 to the face, a special 3 to the face, and we survived. So yeah, that was my path for the war. Pretty good. It was like one of the best wars I've had. I played like the first 3-4 fights perfectly. You didn't see the Thor one, but you saw my Doom's health. I didn't use a single potion that war. All those fights went so perfect, and then we get to the Arcus fight, and that wasn't perfect. But so my buddy Wally here sent over this gameplay of some Human Torch. Man, he sent Human Torch gameplay. I'm like, oh yes, I love Human Torch gameplay. It gets Long Shot. Now Long Shot is actually like coming into for Loki and High Tier War. Like I didn't really know too much of like some of the really meta niche stuff. And Long Shot is actually an insane defender. He's a really good defender because his special 2 can just melt you, and he can get power gain when you're not expecting it and go to a special 3. So he's actually a really good defender. So Wally brings in Human Torch here, who is immune to Incinerate, of course. So I think even if he baited a special 2, he'd be okay. But yeah, he's got some good damage taken here. Human Torch is great versus Mystics. 6-star dupe Torch. Ooh, I'm jealous, man. That is nice. So right here, he's baiting the special 1. He's got that dex down. Excellent evades. The aggression here is getting a little out of control here with Long Shot, but he gets it under control. Again, special 1 evades on point, and Long Shot's dead. Pretty solid fight. Very good job there, Wally. And that is the end of the war. So we're gonna go take a look at the stats for this war, deaths and everything, and then we're gonna go look at my stats for the season. Alright guys, so we're back versus the Matrix. Here's the war stats. We both had perfect diversity, and 4Loki finished with 8 deaths. 8. It's insane, man. Yeah, really proud of us on this war. Like we really took it serious, and we killed it, man. 8 deaths. They had 22. It was like really close early on, but we cleared a lot and still had a pretty low death total. Like BG3 and BG2 were done, and we were at 5 deaths, and they only had like 30 kills at that point. So it was probably pretty intimidating for what they had to do compared to the deaths that we currently had. So yeah, I was really proud of us, man. This was a phenomenal war. Here's all the MVPs. Shout out to everybody up there. And yeah, I was really happy that we won this war. So now we got a little bit of the spreadsheet action. So versus the Matrix here, we had 5 kills, so we move up to 24 total. Still 0 deaths, what I'm most happy about. We didn't die to that. Arcus, oh god. 100% solo rate, looks nice. The TDR is up to 29.24. The SR bonus is at 4.5. My power rating is at 33.75, which is 14th in 4Loki, which is not bad. TDR, the total difficulty rating per fight was about 1.22, so that was the hardest fights that I've taken so far in Alliance War with 4Loki, the hardest fights for one specific war. So that's cool, and we didn't die, and we're still 5th in BG3, because there's some beasts in BG3, of course. But yeah, so far it's been so much fun. This marks the halfway point in the season, and we're actually currently ranked number 3. If we actually jump back in game and take a look at the leaderboard here, we're currently Masters rank 3. So if we look at the leaderboard, we got New Nation at rank 1. We got ISO 8A at rank 2. They actually beat Kenobi, which is pretty crazy. Apparently it was pretty close. And then we got 4Loki, us at rank number 3. So that's so cool, man. Never been in the top 3 before. Actually, I think I have in like season 1 for a short time, but I have not been in the top 3 for a very long time. So that's just really cool. And yeah, hopefully we can stay here. Anything can happen, man. It's a crazy season. Who knows where we're gonna end up. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's a great time with some great dudes. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video and enjoying the series, drop a like, subscribe, like some more content. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.